everyone, Joanne from ArtResin here.
And I'm Jess, and we're here to talk to you about mold making material.
So mold making material is our silicone mold making kit. And if you've seen our videos and read our blogs, you'll know that it's non-toxic, it's odorless, it has no VOCs and no BPA.
And we have an exciting announcement to make. Mold making material is food safe. It has been evaluated by a third-party lab and passed food safety requirements. For more information, check out our blog.
So what that means is that you can safely use mold making material to make your own personalized shapes out of chocolate, gummies, fondant, ice, and so much more. And today we're going to show you how.
Let's get started.
So we've got all of our objects laid out, and we've got a whole bunch of different things here. We've got unicorn heads, we've got flowers, diamonds, dinosaurs, a whole bunch of different things we're going to be casting.
And the great thing about making your own molds is that you can match it to a theme. So for a birthday party, a baby shower, or a holiday party.
The one thing that all of these items do have in common though is that they all have a flat bottom. So that's going to require just a one-part mold. Now you can totally cast something 3D, but it's going to require a two-part mold, and we've got a video all about it. But today we're just going to keep things simple and use items that have a flat bottom.
So when it's time to pour the mold making material, you want to use something that the material will release from. So we like to use these plastic containers that can be found at any store or in your kitchen, or you can use a plastic lined milk carton.
So heavy objects like this bunny can just be placed right into your container, but if you have objects that might need a little help standing up, like these bats or these unicorn heads that are light and might get knocked over by the silicone, you can just tack them down first with a little bit of glue.
So why don't we put these in place and then mix up our mold making material and we'll get started.
Sounds good.
All right, so we're gonna get started here. We're just gonna mix part A and part B together. One is blue and one is white, and you just wanna mix until they're the same color.
Yeah, it doesn't matter which one you measure first. You can measure part A or part B as long as you use equal amounts. And that's equal amounts by volume, not by weight. So if you're not sure how much mold making material you need, an easy way to figure it out is to pour water into your container and then just measure it. That'll let you know exactly the volume of mold making material that you need.
So I have been stirring for a little bit now, and it is a consistent blue hue. So I think we're ready to go.
Mold making material is made of platinum silicone, and it's a really pure food grade silicone. It doesn't contain any fillers or byproducts, and when it's cured, it's totally safe to use with food. All right, so we're back and our mold making material has cured. We left it overnight, but really it only takes 3 to 4 hours for it to cure. And you'll know it's ready to go when it's solid and it's no longer sticky to the touch. So everything turned out great. It looks good. We had one little casualty though. One of our diamonds here kind of turned on its side when we poured the mold making material in. So it's just a good reminder that it never hurts to tack down your objects with a bit of hot glue before you pour.
And we have a few key items here that will help make the process easier. We have a butter knife that you can help loosen the mold from the plastic container. We have a utility knife that can help to scrape away any excess or cut the container off if need be. And we have a sharper knife if you choose to use that. So, shall we start demolding?
Sounds good.
So now that we've demolded everything, it is time to clean out our molds.
Yes, so not only did some of the castings leave behind a little bit of residue, like the crayon unicorn heads and the plaster dinosaurs, but we're also going to be filling these molds with food, so we want to make sure that they're clean.
So let's start cleaning and the fun begins.
Yeah.
So we're ready to go here. We have our flower mold and our bunny mold, and we have our beaker filled with candy.
Yep, we found a really simple candy recipe online, and we've got our food coloring and a silicone beaker, which is so helpful when you're working with a hot syrup.
Make sure I get in all the nooks and crannies.
All right, so we're gonna fill our candy mold now, and we've got some green, kind of a bluey green. So you can use hot materials in these molds. It can withstand up to 400 degrees, but we don't recommend putting it in the oven. It's not really meant for cooking. It's not really designed for that. It's more for just shaping food. Perfect. So when you're working with sugar syrup, it's really important to work quickly. But having said that, these will set up so fast, like they'll be ready to pop out probably in 15 minutes or so.
And the bunny will take about half an hour because it's a bit bigger. So on to the next one.
Perfect.
So we're on to the next mold now, and we have our game controllers here, and Joanne's going to pour some chocolate into them.
And again, you want to work fairly quickly, and the silicone beaker is so helpful when you're pouring.
And this would be a great idea for if you had a child and they're very into video games and you wanted to make a themed birthday party for them.
You can get these meltables in so many different colors as well. We just went with chocolate. There we go. So we'll just smooth out the tops here. All right, I think we're done. They look good.
I agree. Shall we put them in the refrigerator and then move on to our next one?
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're gonna pour our gummies, and we're using our unicorn head mold. And again, we just found a gummy bear recipe online. So Jess is gonna pour. So one of the great things about mold making material is that you can cast, just a single object like we did with our bunny, or you can do a multi-cavity mold. So this would be perfect for candy, for ice, for things that you want multiples of. Awesome, that looks perfect. So these have to go in the fridge for half an hour, and we can move on to our next project.
Sounds good.
Okay, so now we are going to be making fondant dinosaurs. So Jess has her fondant here. She's wearing gloves because she's got to knead it, right, to make it a little softer.
Well, it's quite sticky if you're touching it with your bare hands. So I'm just going to be ripping off pieces and then putting it into the mold here.
And I love how mold making material, if you do have a favorite object, it makes it so easy to create these like specialized, personalized shapes, because neither Jess or myself are professional bakers, if you can't tell. But this makes, cake decorating like so easy.
Yeah, it's really satisfying and fun to play with.
And then of course, you can reuse these molds over and over again as well. Like you can literally get hundreds of castings out of these. So the fondant's not gonna get hard, but it makes it a little bit easier to pop it out by putting it in the fridge, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So shall we do that now?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so we're back. All of our food items have hardened and we are ready to demold. So Jess, do you want to start with the ice?
You bet I do. So I just have a paper towel here, and because the ice cubes are very slippery, so I'm going to use that to try and grip onto it.
Good idea.
Yeah, I'm going to twist it a little bit back and forth. It's coming. Wow, look at all the detail.
That is amazing. And I love, once you get a grip on it, it literally pops right out.
Yeah. Okay, now we're moving on to the diamonds here. Look at that.
Oh, that's so cool.
I can see someone using these for a bachelorette party.
Yes,
That'd
they
be
would be
fun.
amazing in pink.
Yes.
Don't you think?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Oh, get a live one
Right
there.
out. Yeah. So I actually have a glass of bubble water handy, and I'm going to put my ice cubes in it.
Can you test it out?
Yeah.
So fun. They're like swizzle sticks.
I love it. This is great. Amazing. All right, we're gonna move on to the chocolate now. So I'm gonna pop this out of the mold here. That is fun.
Oh,
look
so
at that.
cool. That's so
Amazing.
fun.
So you'll notice that these are a matte finish because the erasers that we used were matte. And if you wanted to, you could spray a gloss spray on top of them before molding, and that would give you a shiny look.
Yeah.
A shiny finish.
Exactly. The mold's gonna pick up whatever finish
exactly.
the object has.
Ooh,
So fun.
Look at that.
These would be great in fondant, to decorate a cake.
Yes. All right, can I taste test the chocolate?
I think we should.
Okay, here, you have a bite as well.
Thank you. Amazing.
Delicious. All right, shall we move on to the dinosaur?
Yes, I can't wait to see these ones.
I'm really excited for these. Pops out really easily.
Oh wow.
Look at that.
Wow. Look at all those lines it picked up.
Wow.
That is amazing.
There's so much detail in that. I love it.
This would be so fun to decorate a cake.
Absolutely,
or you could
yeah.
make gummy
And
dinosaurs.
like have them standing up
Yes.
around the cake. Wow, that would look awesome. Okay. Ooh, look at that T-Rex.
So good.
So I'm not going to take a bite of this because it might be a little too rich for me.
How about some gummy bears? You want to try a
I
gummy?
would love to try a gummy bear.
Okay, so next we'll unmold our unicorn gummy heads. So I'm going to open this up and then you can pull it out.
Sounds good. Oh, look at that.
Oh, it's so good.
Look at the detail.
Yeah, all
You
the
can see
hair
his
on the
hair.
back of the unicorn, his ears.
Those are so cute.
So cute. Yeah, let's try another one.
It just pops right out.
Yeah. This is so great if you want to make your own like healthier gummies. These ones are sugar-free, so should we try one out?
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers.
It's good.
They're really good. Should we move on to the next one?
Yeah.
We've got our hard candy bunny here.
I'm excited to see how
Yeah,
this
me
one turned out.
too. Now this one should come out with a glossy finish because our bunny has a glossy finish on it. Oh, he's so cute. Look at it.
So shiny.
All right, our last one is our hard candy.
Okay. Look at the detail.
Yeah, it picks up so much detail.
I love
Wow, that's so great.
it. Those would be good for decorating a cake as well.
Yeah, it picks up all of that detail there. It's so cool. Yeah, these turned out so great.
They're adorable. I love them. Okay, so one more thing to note. You can wash these with warm soapy water and a soft sponge and let them air dry on a flat surface, ideally in a plastic container, and these should last you for years to come.
Yeah, absolutely, they will. And another important thing to note is that once you've used these for food, then they should only be used for food. So we wouldn't want to use these for resin and then use them for food again because they wouldn't be considered food safe anymore. Well, that was so great, Jess. Thank you so
was really
much.
fun.
So fun. I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Can I have one of those candies now?
I think I'm going to too.
Thank you. That's nice.